Hello and welcome back. So sorry, having some internet troubles. Some old troubles with the faulty pipe. Hopefully it remains stable. We'll keep an eye on it here. But thank you for your patience. We were just mentioning that we had been trying to fight Sir Wilhelm there back in the Painted World last session, but were not able to best him. And we had returned to Firelink, where I discovered a mistake that I have made, which is rather regrettable. More than that, it's murderous. It's flat out awful. Irina, our dear faith miracle merchant, has disappeared. And I wondered why, and I looked it up, and it's because of that book, obviously, that I gave her of dark spells, that she read and she instantly hated. I should not have given her that book. Apparently that has led her down a path of corruption and darkness from which there is no return. So due to this, due to the fact that it's not really that you gave her the book. That's okay. She can actually give it up later as long as you don't force her to use it. And what I did accidentally was, I forced her to use it, see? I learned one of the dark spells from the book, thinking that it would just give her some extra money, increasing her basic merchant, status. And it did not. It instead led her down the path of darkness. So Aegon, her protector that had her once locked up in a cell, has removed her from my care, now that I have taught her dark secrets. And she is rather displeased with the whole thing. She can pretty much no longer feel or see anything except the darkness. She couldn't see anything before. My apologies. But now all she can sense effectively is darkness. Is that just okay? I walked right on through there. So I believe they are waiting for us. Down below here, we should be able to see Aegon there at the door, waiting to confront me about my, hey, why did you feed dark spells to my ward, conversation. So I don't believe there's anything we can do now. Very regrettably, Aegon will be hostile, and if we kill him, Irina will return to Firelink, where she will just be tortured by the darkness that I have let into her mind forever, unless you are merciful and end it. So yeah, I've made an awful mistake that I will have to live with for the rest of me days. Or at least until New Game Plus. And I kind of think the faster we can just resolve it in this timeline, the better, as much of a villain as this makes me. For which I do apologize. This isn't what I wanted to become of our dear merchant. But sometimes, in the vague and shifting world of Dark Souls, there are no happy endings.
I made myself very clear.
You did,
My allegiance
and I'm
remained
sorry.
only as long as you assured the girl's safety. This night of killing does not forgive betrayal. Even a broken woman deserves dignity. Irina. This wench.
Okay. So she is not feeling well. Very regrettably.
Who is there? Is someone there? Anyone?
And now, the darkness, it seems, has gotten so bad inside of her that she has completely forgotten who you are, and everyone else. The only person she can actually remember, just because they were together for so long, in his care, is Aegon. That's the only touch she would even be able to recognize.
Your touch. The little creatures.
Though she
how
did
they
call me
nip
champion.
and
Maybe I'm wrong there. So sorry. Let's see what happens. So that should return her to Firelink, and then we'll talk to her again there. Maybe I'm missing a step. We'll check. I think we can just jump back in this bonfire. And I should also check if killing Aegon has added his set. There's Firelink. Why isn't it at the bottom? Because I'm in its tab. So, the correct thing to do is to give those dark books, if I can help anyone in the future here, is when you get those dark tomes, don't give them to Irina. Wait until you've rescued Carla, the dark pyromancer, from Irithyll Dungeon, and then she will happily take the books. She's like, ooh, yummy, yummy, yummy. Yes, I'll teach you these delicious spells. And Irina is just not prepared for it, and I'm sorry. So it even works if you have given one of the dark books to Irina, but just you haven't purchased a dark spell from her. That's fine. Later she'll drop any dark books. She'll drop any dark books and you can give them back to Carla. So that's what I should have done, or I shouldn't have given her any dark books in the first place, but I was not prepared, and here we are. So, let's check the handmaid first, see if Aegon's set has been added. And there's another thing worth mentioning in here, too. We had jumped back to Smouldering Lake last session to catch a few side areas and bosses that we had been avoiding. And one of the things we saw down there was a Night Slayer Sorig down by a big patch of lava. A gentleman who is very well armored down there, and having killed him, has added his set to her shop here, the Black Iron set. And I was just looking at this. One of the things it says is it offers extensive and particularly effective protection from fire, and that appears to apply to each part of the set. So that might be the item we're looking for, that we should return back to where we fought Night Slayer Sorig and try putting this on. I will go ahead and buy it now in preparation for whenever that happens. We also, of note, have Henri's set. Now that Henri's questline has been fully concluded, he returned to Horus's grave. He went hollow, regrettably, and we put him to rest there. His set is now in as well, which happens to be the classic Elite Knight armor from original Dark Souls, the Astora set that Oscar first rescued you from the Undead Asylum therein. So it's very nostalgic and lovely set. And then finally, of course, we have Morn. Morn's set is what Aegon was wearing. And I believe we just need the gauntlets for now. We'll come back and get the rest of his set later for sure. We just want to make sure we have the gauntlets in case Irina continues to decay to the point where she can't recognize anyone else's touch but Aegon's. If you have his gauntlets, there you are. So now let's talk to her. I'll grab the rest of that set just for cleanup, because I have a few extra souls from grinding out Lothric Knights. Alright, so she's back down there, but I don't think this is going to go well.
Oh, sweet champion. Where have you been? Please, your touch. The little creatures, how they nip and bite.
So yeah, it was because I bought these, like Gnaw, and maybe that one, I'm not sure, that she's so upset with me.
You know, I would be pleased, although to be honest, if I had terribly sorry.
So it must be
Sweet
that
champion.
regardless of if she's on the dark or the
so
light
soon.
path, you actually need to give her more
Please,
miracle
Come
tomes.
back in good time. I am frightened.
I'm so sorry. So I think you need to give her more miracle tomes, because she actually needs to be able to teach you the rest of the light side miracles regardless before her quest line ends. So then it's like after you buy all possible miracles from her or something, she might decay. But for now, she seems okay. I'm pleasantly surprised that she's not going completely crazy. And she's back in here safe. I'm sorry about Aegon. So we'll continue to monitor her condition. I still think I've made a terrible mistake that will result in her death. But oh well. We'll deal with it. So, that's one thing resolved. We did buy the armor to go back to Smouldering Lake. While I've got some extra souls hanging out here, let me just go ahead and pick up Henri's set as well. I just like to collect armor as I go through. You know me. Unique pieces, at the very least. And Xanthus set is still hanging out. Why not? There we go. We should have just about everything unique now.
Ashen 1.
I do believe one more point of order. I think I have an Estus shard I haven't used yet. Alright, just one. Nothing to repair. We're at +10 with our twin blades.
Be careful.
Keep heading that way for now. And is there anything else I should look at before we go back to Smouldering Lake? I don't think so. Let's take care of this real quick. There we go. I need to be in, let's say, the old king's antechamber. I believe that lava was... There's the main room with all those pyromancer masters. And then there's an offshoot of that dropped down and it got blue and there was like a giant rat waiting for us down below. I think that's where we need to be. But I really only have that scant mental picture to guide me. Hey, do you want to become famous? You should buy followers. Oh, no way. Give me a second. I'll be famous in just 1 second. Here we go. Okay, sometimes you gotta deal with the angry pyromancer before you can ban the bots. There we go. Oh yes, you're all bought and paid for, and thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate you responding to my Craigslist ad for followers. Which just said, hey, want to help somebody become famous? Okay, so do I go this way, or do I go out here? I think I go out here to the main area. Yes, there are the pyromancers and things. Okay, so that is exactly where I need to be. I can probably get there from over here. Just making sure I'm in the right spot. That was a dead end for an item. This place is swimming in gruel. But it's better than swimming in gruel. Surprise! I am very, very excited. Just complete and total random aside. Very excited to play Control again this weekend. I've been trying not to play it during the weekdays, because I'm not sure how much time we may need for those missions. But I am hooked and desperate to get back to it. And I have been singing... Well, that's not the right word. I have been attempting to sing. There we go. The Sankarin Tango from our dear janitor Ati there. All week to get myself... I don't know what the word would be. Lessen my excitement somehow, so that I can last until the weekend, is the idea. This looks like an area we have not been yet, and someone is getting attacked inside. How unfortunate. Yes, that is definitely the current concern. There is no priority in my mind for becoming famous. But becoming fed and clothed, yes. That would be nice. Alright. Got a Black Knight roaming around. Swinging his axe. No longer. So I mentioned all of that because... regarding Control, because during that last room when I was fighting the Gru, I randomly started singing the Sankarin Tango in my head, and it holds up quite well for Dark Souls. I think that should be the new soundtrack. Okay, I do believe the rats, you can get to the middle and jump down on top to ambush the big rat, or I think the way to actually get there is through this side passage, denoted by the fact that there's a small rat waiting for you at the end. I do believe this is the right way. It will get us there. The other thing to note is across that gap where the big rat was hiding was an item that I don't think we ever actually got. So somewhere back here there is a passage up to that spider corpse, whatever that was. In fact, I think it might be out here. Yeah, there's the drop, there's the big rat, and here's the spider. We figured it out. Quailana Pyromancy Tome, so it's not a Freya reference, it's all the way back to original Dark Souls. An Izalith reference. This appears to be the actual corpse of Quailana, or someone that followed her teachings. And here's the other side, I do believe, of that lava, or it could be a totally separate spot. If we don't end up at this staircase, we'll come back around to Quailana here. Is Quailana, it would have been Quelaag, would be the spider boss we fought. Is Quailana the other sister? It must have been, like the one you can join a covenant with. That's interesting. Just trying to figure it out, so sorry. Make sure I'm not misreporting the names. Oh, he's not hurting anybody. He's just a cute little rat. Leave him alone. And then I think after the rats, we hit some basilisks. Somewhere down here. Sorry, my love. Oh no, I shouldn't have gone down there. Now I've gotten them aggressive for no reason. Sorry, my loves. Alright, I'll just go this way to the lava. There we go. Or to the basilisks, and then to the lava. And then I think we did go this way. Let me take a peek up here to refresh my memory. Yeah, across the bridge goes over the lava. We went under the bridge somehow first to fight Sorig. There we go. So Sorig ran up and attacked us on this staircase, I do believe. And this sure does not look connected to that other lava area, so that's lovely. We have another one to explore. And it looks like 2 items. A potential third hiding back there, but not necessarily. So let's see what effect this has. I have no clue how effective it may be. There we go, black iron. Okay, we got the whole set. I suppose there's no real point in having swords equipped. Really anything that can be damaged. I'm not sure if rings would be damaged. I hope not. Let's take a little toe in the water there. Could still require some flash sweat, which I'm now deep underground away from a bonfire, unable to attune. But, well, that's a shame. Let me re-equip my swords. Momentarily. I should have thought about this first. I should have thought, yeah, I'm sure they want you to augment it with flash sweat. Go ahead and attune that now. But here we are. In the bad future, where I have not planned ahead. Where does this bridge lead? I don't suppose there's a nearer bonfire here. I don't remember what's past him. Okay. There's the long, long ladder up to the ballista. That's it. So there is no bonfire at the ballista. I do have to go back. Okay. So I'm so sorry. Now at least we know the way down here. I'll try to make it very quick. Despite the fact that this armor is slowing me down considerably. Past the basilisks. There's our sweet little friend. Sorry. Ran right into you there. Okay. This one does seem easier because you can kind of skirt the pyromancers there. So let's go this way. Missed a shard. And we must be almost there. Yes, that's the dead end, so right up these stairs. It is rather quiet, considering I'm wearing... Even when I roll. Is that because I'm wearing this? Let's check. Aha, I am. Let's see if that makes a difference, actually. We'll remove that. Yeah. It's still not quite as clanky as one might imagine. But there was literally no sound before because I was wearing that, dragon ring. Slumbering dragon crest. Alright, so rest at bonfire. Attune spell, which you can only do at a bonfire. I want to attune Flash Sweat. And I will replace Great Combustion with Fireball, because it's much more useful to have Fireball. Alright. Now the only problem is I'm going to run all the way back through respawned enemies in heavy armor. That doesn't sound fun. It'll be fine. I'm too lazy to switch twice. Mysterin sen suveresa yeti elaman. It's just playing and playing. It won't stop. I think I've actually become an altered world event in and of myself. That's the Black Knight. No thank you. Here's the chamber. Here's the rat passage. It's all coming together. Rat passage Pardue. Big rat passage. And skirt to the left. Alright, now let's try this. Roughly the same, you say? Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's probably going to be how it turns out. Okay, Pyromancy, Flash Sweat. Do the thing. Get real sweaty. That is still manageable, but, That is very, very, tight, timing-wise. Tight on the timing. I'm gonna hope there's not a third item. I'm just gonna hope beyond all hope that that is true. In fact, I can probably get a peek from up on the bridge, just in case. Though I suppose I should re-equip some weapons first. And do these... They don't appear to have durability, so yeah, I don't think rings can break. Unless it's like a ring of sacrifice. I'm hoping that's the case. Okay. So yes, seemingly nothing behind that pillar there. And seemingly nothing behind that pillar. I think we're good to go to the other... Pardon me, other lava section. Jarvekslulin ertakeran, runon lausui han. It's still going. Sorry, my friend. All right. on to the other lava section. I have 7 flasks. I need to be fairly careful here. There are also actual slime enemies in this lava. That is a very, very long distance. Oh, yikes. Okay. Ah, I didn't catch it in time. I got one of the items, though. That's what really matters here. So we'll try for that end one. That is such a long way away. But I'm sure we can grab it, especially with fully replenished Estus. And I need to be itchy on the trigger finger with it. Just announced my presence with a little ding. I've arrived. Awful lot of flailing around for no good reason there. Did I not even do Flash Sweat? Did I remember to do it? I don't think I did. Maybe I did and made no memory of it, but I don't think I actually performed the spell. That will also help. Jeez. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and get me to full health. Arr. And then I will actually do the spell this time. Sweat. Their talisman. Yep, no, tell me more. Like, does he have a car? Alright. Now let's never ever go into lava again. As long as we live. That was fun. Throw a torch back in. Get rid of the helmet. I've been using these just because they look nice, and Undead Legion. There we go. All right. Now you can put that away, and yeah. Okay, so I got some lava items. Thank you for that brief aside. Thank you for bearing with me there. And we took out that Black Knight who was hiding down here too. That's very good. We got the Black Knight sword. It's always sort of a point of personal pride if you can collect the Black Knight set throughout a playthrough. So, where to now? We can go back to Sir Wilhelm, we can go back to Lothric Castle, and continue the main progress path. We have about 20 minutes. We could return to the Cathedral of the Deep, where I know we have like some giants and whatnot to dispatch still. We have lots of options open to us. Let us, because I do believe I promised to return to the Painted World, and we were very close to being able to take out Sir Wilhelm. He is such a fun fight because his moveset is so varied. It's like fighting with another player instead of an NPC. But I just can't seem to get get lucky with Sir Wilhelm, for lack of a better phrasing. And I would very much like to, is all. I do believe there's still a crystal lizard up there somewhere, too. In the second floor of this house. That I have not managed to catch up to yet. But anyway, that's another aside. Let's see if we can get past our favorite crow, gentlemen. In fact, I'm feeling lazy, and like I want to keep some of my health. Just some of it. So I'm just gonna go around. All right. Let's see if we can survive for more than 4 seconds. Against the majesty that is Sir Wilhelm.
I've seen your kind. Time and time again. Every fleeing man must be caught. I trust you've learned your lesson.
I think that was actually less than 4 seconds. From, like, doorway to him. Less than 4 seconds. That was fantastic. For some reason, I always think that initial swoop he does that gives his blade dark damage is a buff move and not an attack, but he actually hit me with it. I thought I could get in there while he's buffing if I'm just super aggressive. And we saw how that worked out. So apparently it's both. It's a dark buff and an attack in and of itself, which I don't know if I've ever even seen before. No, don't get on to me. Why would you get on to me at a time like this? I have nothing for you. I have no pennies nor dimes. Get out of here. Nope, that got him interested again.
Time and time again.
So grab that. Thank you.
Every secret must be unearthed. Such is the conceit of the self-proclaimed seeker of truth. But in the end, you lack the stomach for the agony that you'll bring upon yourself.
Yeah, I know. You're right, Sir Wilhelm. So much dark damage. Don't you dark hand me. Stop that. Yeah. Sit down and heal. You sit down and you heal. Okay, get out. Now it's my turn to heal. Come on now.
Forgive me. My lady.
There we go.
I swore an oath,
Finally.
but I have failed you. Lady Elfrida.
Lady Elfrida. That is someone we have not met yet. Okay. So I got a contraption key. Which unlocks the lever. I feel just, heartsick. Completely heartsick that Sir Wilhelm is dead. What have I done? I'll get over it. I should know better at this point than to fall in love. It's my own naivete to blame. Yeah, I know I used the contraption key. Thank you. Thank you for that. Okay. So in the upper floor, we find Lady Elfrida? Question mark? Big question mark? She's just scratching on the table, like you do.
I believe. I feel the scent of ash upon thee. Thou art the one of whom Uncle Gale spoke. The one to show me flame.
The one to show you flame. Uncle Gale, by the way, I believe Gale was the guy that we took this armor from, who drew us into the world, originally.
'Tis good. When this is done, may I return. The door is open thanks to thee. 'Tis good. I'll head off to paint. I promised Uncle Gale I would. 'Tis good. The door is open.
Okay, so I have let her out. She is speaking somewhat sinisterly, but I'm assuming she's going back to there was like a painting thing set up in the attic of the actual chapel of Ariandel up on the ridge there. And I'm assuming that's what she means she's getting back to, rather than, like, the unpainted world. Because she said she's going to go paint. So I'm assuming we will find her later in the chapel, perhaps. That's weird. We had to open a secret shortcut to get up here, but it in itself has another secret shortcut elevator. There's a bonfire just beyond the bars. Okay, I guess we're going this way. Heavy sigh. The world feels grey and listless without the light that was Sir Wilhelm in it. Day 2. The aching hunger for Sir Wilhelm continues, even though I know him to be dead. Day 3. I have not the stomach to write. On day 3, for the pain is still so much. End diary entries. Okay. So there's some torchbearers. Some guardsmen, perhaps. I don't know if this will eventually lead back up around to the chapel, or where we're headed now. Seems like we're just getting lost in the woods. So there is an area down there. With a guy patrolling, etc. Where would it lead? Oh, let's do it. When else are we gonna have the chance? Get onto the roof here real quick. For funsies. That was not a comfortable place to land. Gave him the old donk of welcome. The welcome donk. Go on. There you go. You finally remembered your position in all of this. That is a very sturdy shield, man. I really need to learn how to do that kick thing, but I don't even know if you can do it. I guess it would be... Yeah, that's kicking when you have dual blades. I don't know if that still takes down a shield, or if that's more of an evasion. I think you can only really kick when you have a one-handed sword and shield. Okay. I just got a fairly large stutter there. I hope that's not continuing behavior. Let me know if it's getting too bad. We are nearing the end of the session regardless here, so I will press on, but so sorry for the internet issues. Let's go back up here. Get a peek. And it would have been a perfect time to try that thing. Eh? Oh, come on. I keep missing it. Yeah, that does not take down a shield. So I would need to be one-handing it to take advantage of that. Aha. So we're getting around to the tower of it. There is where I assume we'll find the other side of that elevator, if we can cross that log. Ouch. Didn't suspect that. Too early. And got it right in the neck. Ah. What a shame. It's a rather large bell out there in the forest. There's definitely something else over there, some other area and thing, but let's focus on getting that elevator opened before we have to end here, if possible. There's that javelin. Olympic-level skill. Huh. So how would I get up there? Maybe it's not the way in and is in fact a shortcut out? I'm not sure. Give me one moment here. I've seen that chat message. If only Peter had listened to that spammer who wanted to make him famous, maybe he wouldn't need a regular job and have to leave. I should have listened. Maybe that's all it takes. Maybe I should just buy a whole bunch of followers. That's it. I have never in my heart believed that to be the way to go. And that just doesn't sound like any fun, really. Hanging out with you guys, now that's fun. Hanging out with people you pay to be there, That's like hanging out with the party clown after the party has ended. Just let the clown go home, man. It's gotten weird. What are you trying to do here? Are you trying to befriend the party clown? I mean, yeah, you know, clowns need friends too. That's commendable, but this is a professional relationship. Let's just... Not the shield again. Anything but the shield. Oh, I thought that would be safe, and yet the exact spot where that's not the case. Alright, 5 minutes. What can we do in 5 minutes? 5 minutes of chill hangout time with a party clown. That's what. Let's get it. You got very excited about your sword skills. And that's fair. I mean, you've clearly been working hard on it. So many of these guys, jeez. Starting to feel like I'm in an Assassin's Creed game. Just taking over Athens. Okay, the entire guard ship is dead. Except for all the ones I haven't killed yet, you know. Stop burning me, I'm susceptible to that. I have flesh that doesn't like that. We have reached a precipice. Last time I stood on something that looked like that, it broke and I fell down. So I think I know what's going to happen there. Let's go this way. This way leads to wolves. Oh, what a shame. A shame for these beautiful, beautiful creatures. Okay, so I am not getting to a bonfire or anything. I will have to go in a few moments, regardless. A follower torch. I wonder what the difference is between that and a normal torch. Maybe it does more fire damage. That certainly has been my experience. No, don't call more wolves. No, I'm sorry. I'll leave. I'll leave your beautiful home. Okay. It's a whole lot of not much use. Surprisingly hard to hit wolves. At times. Same goes for dogs and anything short. Like Danny DeVito. It's hard to hit him at times. Not that you'd want to. I mean, he's a lovely man. A lovely man who really doesn't deserve to be referenced in this joke. I apologize, Danny DeVito. Well, that looks devastating to my case. Hi. The power of frost! Ooh. That's the stuff. Ah. Okay, and on that note, picking up the Quake Stone Hammer, I think I had better run off. I'm so sorry, this is an awkward spot to leave us, but I will try to bring it right back here and we can find our way out together. I keep thinking a bonfire is just around the next corner, but it's just more Viking dudes, really. So, let's get out of here. I will be back to fight these Viking dudes with you in a matter of moments, or a matter of days, depending on how things go. Thank you very, very much for your patience in hanging out with me. Thank you for not being paid to be here. It is lovely to perform for you all in whatever flailing, disorganized way I am able. Hopefully, tomorrow morning I will be back in the Federal Bureau of Control, and I look forward to seeing you there. Bye for now. Thank you again.